What I'm up though, guys? It's your favorite auditor, Audit Them, the one who encourages you to audit them. What we're looking at here is internet browsing history from a county assessor, a Southern County, Illinois assessor. And it's shocking what you see our public officials doing on clock dime. Okay, so let's check this out. This one is Centralia, Illinois weather, him or her, not going to say him or her, is looking up township. Okay, here, township office, that's fine. All the ad, let's click on that. Okay. Pinterest, flight from STL to on that specific date there. Realtor.com, Illinois. Okay, let's see. Multiple sclerosis, life expectancy, and whatever. This assessor is looking up what to expect if I have MS. Looking at the Shoppers Weekly Southern Illinois news. Okay, that's fine. Shoppers Weekly, Panda Express. If you notice here, you'll see the date and the time of these searches. So I requested the entire month of September. So real ID checklist. What is this employee doing on our clock dime? Taxpayers paying for him or her to look up new Soprano movie release date. How long does a bag of grass seed last? Okay, he or she's an assessor, so I could see them looking up tax.illinois.gov. That's fair. Illinois Department of Revenue. That's fair. That's clock dime. Bookstores near me. That's not. Weekly ad. That's not. Okay, Salem, Illinois. That's fine. Menards in Farmington, Missouri. What does that have to do with, tax assessments? Menards in Missouri. Menards in St. Peter. Menards. Lowe's in Mount Vernon. Lowe's in Mount Vernon. Bookstores near me. Walmart Supercenter. Let's see. How to spray Thompson's water seal on landscape rock. How to give landscape rocks that wet look. Unbelievable. Okay, how to install a Sunspace sunroom. Vaccine mandate for employees with 100 plus employees effective. Okay. COVID requirement for corporations with 100 employees. Straight up, it is a corporation. It's a county, actually. Parcels and maps, that's fine. St. Clair County Assessor, that's fine. Virgin River, Realtor. Okay. Because Markets Underwear. What the hell is that? Oh, how interesting. So this public official here on clock dime, on our clock dime, at the exact time of 11:17 a.m. on clock dime was looking up Because Markets Underwear. And that's the first thing that popped up. Unbelievable. This is going to be, these searches should be not on clock dime. These searches should be conducted off business hours, off government hours. However, what we are looking at is public record. So any public official in the course of their duties are subject to having their internet browsing history examined by the people, by the requester. Okay, so let's continue checking it out. Requirements for real ID, okay, receipts, kitchen fund with my 3 sons. Let's click on that and see what that is. Okay, here little recipes, food recipes. I mean, Jesus Christ, this is an assessor of a county with let's say over 1,500, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 residents that each have to pay a property tax every year. And this is where our tax dollars are going for, assessors to be looking at, or government officials. This is just one government official's 1 month, the entire month, and the searches are ridiculous. Underwears. Okay, here, what else? NFL Monday Night Football schedule. Unbelievable. Look at these times. 9 o'clock in the morning, Monday Night Football. Butler Home Improvement. Real estate. Okay, what's this? Jeff. Oh, this is a realtor. Okay. I mean, Jesus Christ, it's unbelievable. The people need to start waking up, man, and see what's going on here. This is the assessor, one assessor from a county that's over 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,000 houses that collects that their co-worker, the treasurer, collects all this money because so-called the assessor made an assessment of each 8,000 residents' homes. Says you owe this without a signed assessment. Says you owe this and you got to go and pay it. Instead of the people waking up and investigating and looking through these public officials' records, finding out that these officials, they're not on serious official business. Okay, how to use Marketplace. How much is the iPhone 13? Jesus Christ, what does this assessor want? What are they looking all this info up for? This has nothing to do with assessments in government business. Okay. Real quick, let me get to this real quick. Let me read this to you. I'm going to start off with reading the first 2 paragraphs of the Freedom of Information Act of Illinois, okay? Pursuant to the fundamental philosophy of the American constitutional form of government, it is declared to be the public policy of the state of Illinois that all persons are entitled to full and complete information regarding the affairs of government and the official acts of those who represent them as public officials and public employees consistent with the terms of this act. Such access is necessary to enable the people to fulfill their duties of discussing public issues fully and freely. That's what we're doing. It's our duty to discuss these public issues fully and freely. Okay, making informed political judgments and monitoring government to ensure that it is being conducted in the public interest. So right now we're monitoring this and it's not in the public interest. He's looking up panties and thongs, he or she, looking up cookie cutters. Continue. The General Assembly hereby declares that it is the public policy of the state of Illinois that access by all persons to public records promotes the transparency and accountability of public bodies at all levels of government. It is a fundamental obligation of government to operate openly and provide public records as expediently and efficient as possible in compliance with this act. Okay, here's another thing I want to point out to you. I'm going to point out why internet browsing history is subject to the Freedom of Information Act. If you Google is internet browsing history subject to the Freedom of Information Act, Google and a few forums are going to tell you no. Don't believe that nonsense. And here's why you shouldn't believe that nonsense. Those are forums, non-government forums, just people, putting up nonsense. Here's why internet browsing history is subject to the FOIA Act. And any official around the nation is, you could pull this information out. So, okay. Public records. Listen to this very carefully. Subsection C. Okay. Public records means all records, reports, forms, writings, letters, memoranda, books, papers, maps, photographs, microfilms, cards, tapes, recordings. Now, this is the good part right here. Electronic data processing records. Electronic data processing records, which is, in other words, internet browsing history. It also says electronic communications, which is also internet browsing history. Recorded information and all other those are documented materials pertaining to the transaction of public business. That's what that is. Regardless of physical form or characteristics, having been prepared by or for, or having been being used by, that's what it is being used by, received by, in possession of, or under the control of any public body. Okay? So back to the internet browsing history. Let's keep scrolling and see what else we see here. By the way, guys, I want to mention this to you. If you're having any trouble, or if any FOIA officer around the entire nation of the United States is giving you any slack from producing records that you're seeking, maybe you're not knowing how to word it properly, or maybe they're giving you, just bottom line, they're giving you a bunch of crap with their response, and they're, trying not to send it to you, thinking you don't have the competence. Please send it over to me, because I know how to word it, I know how to read through their bullshit, and I know how to get the records. Okay? There's a few agencies that did not send me these internet browsing histories until I had to point out to them exactly what statute I was referencing. Okay? CVS, okay. What does CVS have to do with a county assessor? The one who tells you, you gotta pay up. If you don't pay up, we're gonna send the sheriffs to your house, shoot up the whole crib, and not protect your rights and take your home because they say you didn't pay your property taxes or whatever. Walmart, Illinois Department of Natural Resources. So you see why it's so important, guys, to monitor government, to, ensure that the government is doing the right thing. Like I said, I just read you the statutes from the government website, from the Freedom of Information Act. It's our duty to do this. So, okay, yeah, cool. There's a lot of auditors out there doing this and that, but you also have to hit the sticks. What I mean by hitting the sticks is hitting the pencil, the number 2 pencil, because that's what I'm doing right now. I got the number 2 pencil zoomed in, and I'm doing this research. Keep moving forward. Guys, don't just hit the like button. I want you folks to comment on this. We need to start spreading the word out. We need to start putting the word out. Share this on all platforms. If you're an auditor watching this, please share this on your community page. Let's let the folks know around the nation that we need to start, in other words, let's say babysitting our employees. We need to see what they're doing on clock dime at 2:45 p.m., at 11:23 a.m., and so on and so forth. These are records only for 1 month. I will request these assessors' records for the entire career. Okay? If it's an assessor or whoever the employee is, if the employee is issued a government-issued computer and has access to the internet, they will be audited. They will be investigated. And I'm going to tell you, audit them here, audit them there, audit them everywhere around the constitutional nation. Okay, here goes another search at 3:46 p.m. on And what date was this? September 9th. Because market underwear. What is this county assessor looking up these G-strings, looking up these underwear here on our clock dime, and on taxpayer, the people paying their hard work money year on year, year after year, year after year, to a county that can't even prove they owe these funds for him or her to sit down and look at thongs. Unbelievable, unbelievable, unbelievable. These gotta be the government officials sitting back laughing at us while we gotta work like slaves to keep paying these property taxes that keep skyrocketing. I mean, it's sad there's not many people monitoring the government, what the Freedom of Information Act is telling them to do. You know, not standing up for their duties. Guys, please, I want you to share this video. This may be the most important video released, you know, through one of the most important videos, you know, released on this channel here. Okay. 2021 opinions, Attorney General. Okay, that's fair. That's government information. Government. JCAR. Okay, Joint Commission on Administrative Rules. All right. Let's see what this code is right here. Administrative code. Okay, well, you know what? I'll look that up later time. Administrative code. Okay, that's fine. Administrative codes are fine, which is government related business. Bills. Okay, bills passed. That's fine. Property tax code, that's fine. That's fine. That's normal. I mean, that's what we should only see on the government clock dime, not thongs and underwears and cookie cutters and you know, ice cube machines and all this other nonsense. Pinterest, Netflix top 10 this week. I mean, unbelievable. Panera Bread. Look this up when you go on lunch. You know, when you take your lunch break, go look this up. Don't look this up on clock dime. It's embarrassing, man, you know? How to type a division sign. What's that? How to type a division sign. Jesus Christ. Is this assessor's little son or little daughter sitting on clock dime looking this stuff up? Unbelievable. Okay. Jolly Green Giant, Little Sprout, alarm clock. What's that? Unbelievable, unbelievable. Okay. Department of Revenue. Sewer files, frequently asked questions at the Cook County Assessor's Office. PowerPoint. Okay, anyway, folks, you guys get the trance, you guys get the drift. Please, if you're one of them auditors out there, share this on your community page. Let's let people know that, you know, internet browsing history is a public record, if you didn't know that, and it's one of the most powerful public records, because let's say 70% of the nation's administrative employees got a government issued computer and with internet access. And just like the FOIA Act is telling us, it's our duty. Without the FOIA Act telling us, it's our duty anyway. The people are the masters, and these officials are the servants. They serve the public. So, you know, keep up the good work, guys. Keep scrolling through these files. Add me on Facebook at Audit Them. There's a lot of this info on there as well. We will be navigating. We will be, you know, auditing all these employees that act up. whether they act up or they don't act up. All these counties and municipalities and townships have to be audited. Bottom diddly. Bottom diddly. It's our duty. Again, audit them always encourages you to audit them. Love.